Alright, here we are again, chatting with Chucky. We're at Comp Edge today, and we're back with Kenny Campbell because the fans wanted so much. Many emails and telephone calls
Fan
saying,
letters.
bring back the punk, bring back the punk. So we caught up with him about return to racing and up to today. Let's start at the beginning. Way back when you got your first bike, what was it and where'd you go with it?
Oh, the first bike was a Taco mini bike. That wasn't racing days. That was my Taco mini bike when we lived in Huntington Beach, and then we would head out to Escape Country and start goofing around doing that stuff. And my parents were, I don't know, the guys from, you know, the Orange County area, like with Escape Country, they had like patrol, like, you know, the parents could do that. So my parents were on like the Escape Country patrol thing, and so I'd be out there on my little Taco mini bike, and my parents would be out there patrolling the thing. And then from there it went to start watching the races. And my second bike was a 74 XR75, and I bought that with my own money when I was 10 from being the head flagger at Escape Country. So that was cool.
You did the motocross fit right in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
well, I got tired of the whole trail run thing, and the Taco mini bike, that was kind of squirrely. So, so that was cool though.
I see you've had was a Mako or a CZ?
Well, it was my dad's. Yeah, I mean, I could give you the whole history of all the motorcycles that I've had since the beginning. But yeah, the Mako situation, that was my dad's. I think I was 19. I think it was an '83 Mako 490 Alpha 1. That's what I remember. And I was riding the intermediate class back then, and so I rode the my first time with the Golden State CMC Golden State Nationals or whatever as a 500 intermediate. And back in those days, we had a whole line of guys, so it was pretty cool. And you know, I've always been 5'8", but I haven't always been, you know, bloated.
Yeah.
And so back then, you know, I was about 135, 140 pounds, and I'm riding this Mako, and you know, my dad wasn't there, nobody's there. I went out solo, and I think there was like, I don't know, 25 or 30 guys in the class, and I came down the hill, Webco Hill. I was in third. I was like, wow, this is cool, you know. And a couple laps into the race before we all got too spread out, I was coming down Webco Hill, and at the end there's like a little jump and then a corner, and I remember vividly coming down in third, and then I went to hit the jump and the throttle stuck. I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad. And I'm like, and I see the two little flagger guys go two different directions, and like a shade of like yellowish green on their face. They went that way, and I just went wham, up in the air. I held on to the throttle side, the bike's off here, and I guess I scared myself because I blacked out. I ended up landing, missing one of those when they used to use those metal posts. Yeah, I guess I missed getting skewered by a couple of feet, but my bike, I feel bad for the leader. It took out the leader. So yeah, but yeah, that was the Mako 490. Haven't ridden one since.
Yeah, I had a friend that had one of those, and we got it started one night in the garage, and all of a sudden it just went into gear, and we couldn't do anything about it.
Oh yeah.
I grabbed the tire and I'm
Maybe
trying to
they're
hug
possessed.
the tire. Yeah, it bounced off the wall, and I'm holding it. There was a rug there, and finally we stuffed it into this rug, and it got caught up, and it stopped.
Yeah.
And then it was like dead silent for a second, and then we both started giggling like schoolgirls. And my roommate at the time, she owned the house, and she's pounding on this metal garage door. Hey, you! It's not funny. And I'm like, I looked at my buddy, and it made us laugh even more. The next day, she was really mad at me. I told her, I said, look, that thing was out of control. It was bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
That's why we're laughing. But you know, yeah, the Makos, and I saw the CZ.
Well, no, I didn't have a CZ. I had a Can-Am.
Can-Am, sorry.
Can-Am was my favorite bike. Everybody talked a lot of
Phil?
crap.
Tell him I pussified the track for him. It's all pussified for you, Phil.
Thanks, Andy.
He called me. He's all. Somebody lied to you.
So on that Can-Am, yeah, it was really weird because going back in time.
Who
with
told
the
you
Can-Am,
the truth? Oh, I mean, who
Can-Am
told you that?
situation, I think maybe I could have been a little farther in the motocross world than I ever went, because back in those days you would send out your resume.
That's one thing I wanted.
I'd send my resume, you know, Suzuki.
one
I was
was
an
down just a little
intermediate
bit.
rider, and I was thinking I was going to go expert. So this is around
Yeah, go ahead.
1979, 80, 81. I had sent resumes out to all the teams, and the only one that responded was Team Green, which was brand new. I think his name was Dave Jordan, who was running, and his wife.
Shit, I don't need a book.
And they said, yeah, you know, come out to Saddleback and you can meet up with Billy Lyles and Kirby Houston, which were the Team Green guys in 1980. And I'm like, you know, I had a mechanic at the time, and then my mom was there, and let's go. But my mom had just bought me a brand new 1980 Can-Am 250. So we go out to Saddleback, and they're not there. What is this, like some kind of punk thing or what, you know? And so we call the Kawasaki place there in Orange County, and they're like, oh, no, they couldn't make it, just come to the, whatever, come to the factory thing, and ride the bike, just see what you think. I'm like, well, that's weird, you know? Started up Kurt McHugh's bike, rode around the parking lot, across the grass, went, oh yeah, this is really neat. Never rode anything like that. And then they gave me an offer, but we didn't have the money to do it, which was, it was going to be 2 KX250s for $1,500, this was 1980, with a $1,500 parts allowance. That was going to be my foot in the door in 1980. And my mechanic, he was just this long-haired nut job, and I looked at my mom, you know, can we do it? You know, I was like 16, 17, and she's like, I don't have any money. You know, we just bought you that Can-Am. I'm like, okay, and so we left, and so that was that. I never got any farther with that, but the Can-Am was cool. Raced it in the amateur Anaheim stuff, and I remember that race. And if you remember those Can-Ams where they had the air ducts in the frame, I think I was running about 3rd or 4th in one of the amateur races in the 250 intermediate class, and I was going backwards, and it wasn't because I was tired, but I kept overshooting these corners. I'm like, what is wrong with me? And, you know, it's like, am I that bad? And then I come in, I ended up finishing 9th, and I come in, and my buddy's looking at my bike and goes, what happened? I go, he goes, did you flat land and jump? I go, no, why? The frame had cracked. And during that entire race, the front of my bike was getting longer. So I couldn't make the corners, and I didn't know. And then I came in, and I'm like, oh crap! And this guy Steve Bauer was there, and basically he had a welder, and we pushed it kind of back together, and he welded it up, and I went back out and finished the 9th.
Yeah, it's funny the things. You know, I was racing a TT500 in those days, and we crashed it, rebuilt it. We thought we'd get a White Brothers aluminum swing on it, extended swing on it. Awesome. It didn't turn to begin with. Least of all, little did I know. We didn't know anything. My buddy built a motor. All he knew about was motors. We didn't know anything about suspension. Yeah. But yeah, that's cool. And so right now you're in the points again. So.
Yeah. It feels like I'm dropping like a lead weight because they keep pumping more new faces in the 40 intermediate class that I'm not familiar with, and I'm doing what I can. But then everybody else is
video bomb again.
Everybody else, I don't know, whoever's leading it. I mean, he's got the same couple of guys every time.
I think it was that sneaky guy that just went through here.
No, that was Keith. He's like.
Oh, D's winning. D's
in the lead, and you got number 11, 50 novice guy, but. Whatever, it is what it is. I've been in the club 10 years, never been number 1, and I'm not throwing in the towel yet.
No, we got a few to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing, and cool. I got that wedding coming up in about less than 2 years.
Yes, you do. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, next time I see you guys,
we'll be Mr. Campbell.
Yeah, I'll be Mr.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Producer Ray's telling us to wrap it up. We got to get you on the line so you can get your points.
Rob.
We'll go. I bet there'll be part 3, Kenny.
I hope so.
All right, kids.
See you later.
Chat with Chucky.